that I have covered more in depth in my channel. It's called Brandon Lawson. And so everyone says that he was paranoid. And this particular angle deals with his 911 call. His 911 call can actually be found on YouTube if you're interested in it. It's called Brandon Lawson 911 phone call. And everyone is saying that he's paranoid. And when you listen to him, it is really difficult to hear because unlike Maura Murray and unlike Brianna Maitland and unlike Patricia Meehan, we hear a voice. We hear a voice who is obviously distressed. And so some people may say that he sounds paranoid. Some people may think that he just sounds like he's hallucinating or any number of negative things that they want to say about him. But ultimately, I say about this, we never know how we are going to react until something like that happens to us. And in the phone call, he actually sounds like he's saying that there are two cars on either side of him, which both of them hit him. And so he felt like he was being chased. And so, whether you're male, whether you're female, no matter what you are, it would be intensely terrifying to actually feel like someone was chasing you, especially when you're in rural Texas in the middle of nowhere and you have no support system, you have nothing, right? And I believe his cell phone was almost dead. I think he had maybe run out of gas. And so that could be an extremely difficult, scary situation to navigate. I know I wouldn't want to navigate it. I know that many of us would not want to navigate it because it's scary. I mean, you literally, and he does at some point mention that he needs the police to respond. And the thing is with, I believe, Brandon Lawson was that he had actually gotten into an argument with his girlfriend, and there had been maybe a warrant or something placed for his arrest. And so he had that further aspect of what was going on, maybe also causing him distress. And so it's easy for people to look back and say, oh, he was paranoid, or oh, he's crazy, or he was hallucinating, or any number of things. So Brandon Lawson ultimately made a phone call and said someone was chasing him. Then the call cuts off and he disappears. So clearly, was he being paranoid, or was he actually onto something when he was saying he's being chased? Someone is causing these issues, right? Someone is chasing me, and then he disappears. What if we got that call wrong, right? So if you want to definitely check out the video, and if so, feel free to come back and tell me like what you actually hear in the video. And so it's very important to try to kind of think about what could have been going on in his mind. Maybe he was afraid because he knew that there was a warrant out for him. Maybe he was just frustrated and upset that potentially something was amiss and he was in fear for his life. I mean, that makes total sense. And his words sound scattered. I think that is a good explanation on how to describe his words. You can tell that he's afraid. You can tell that he's stressed out. But ultimately, he keeps trying to describe something to us. And then there's silence. And no one sees him again. So ultimately, he wasn't paranoid, was he? It's truly sad to think about that. But I mean, clearly he was on the right track, and no one sees him again. So he wasn't too far off as to what was occurring. And ultimately, we're quick to label something as confusion or paranoia or being crazy or overreacting or being too sensitive. when we don't understand it right away. Because a lot of people are turned off by the indication that something might be traumatic. But listen to the structure of the phone call. He's trying to explain something under pressure. And we really shouldn't judge people on their worst day. Ultimately, his body was found. Again, that's something else where the evidence stops. And there's really not a lot of evidence there as to what occurred. Did he succumb to the elements? But it was Texas, so it's not like he was dealing with hypothermia or anything of that sort. And he's just trying to explain something. Urgency often sounds like chaos to someone who isn't in the moment. And if you listen to it, does it sound random to you or urgent? And if you've heard it, type random or real if you feel moved. And ultimately, we don't know all the answers. We are just trying to come up with a theory, trying to figure it out, make it make sense, because as humans, we don't like to have closed loops. And this is very much a closed loop. So thank you for tuning in today, and I hope that you will come back and see me again soon. Again, I appreciate your support and your time, and I hope that you have a great rest of your day. And please feel free to like and subscribe if you got some value in this. Thank you so much, and have a great day. Bye-bye.